Hello, I'm Jade Bell, and welcome to the Security's Top 5 from Security Magazine, where we showcase the top stories and new developments from across the security industry. This month, we take a look at responses to the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump, the CrowdStrike outage, and more. Let's get started. U.S. Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle released a statement on the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump during a political rally on Saturday, July 13th. On July 23, 2024, KnowBe4 announced that a North Korean hacker attempted to infiltrate its systems. According to the statement, the hacker constructed a believable identity by leveraging a valid yet stolen identity based in the United States and using an AI-enhanced image. After interviews were conducted, the hacker passed background checks and reference checks and received the job. According to recent reports, nearly 10 billion stolen passwords were leaked onto a hacker forum. The unique plain text passwords were uploaded to the forum on July 4, 2024. It is believed that this compilation is built off an earlier database of credentials, adding around 1.5 billion new passwords into the database. In episode 24 of the Cybersecurity and Geopolitical Discussion, our trio of hosts discuss paradoxes surrounding money laundering and the reasons it's so popular, particularly among well-established organized criminal gangs.
Obviously in cyber we think about ransomware groups. Most normal non-cyber people will think about drug money laundering, things like that, which obviously plays a part, but actually it underpins basically every layer of criminality, because ultimately if you're making money from crime, which most people are, because otherwise you'd come under more of a terrorist or an activist, politically driven, you're probably financially driven, right? And so therefore, if you're making and generating illicit funds, you need a way to clean that money, because otherwise you cannot use it. And I think that not only applies to sort of taking it further from this book, it also applies to things that we're seeing now. For example, like countries that have been heavily sanctioned. How do they obtain money and get around those sanctions? And again, that comes back into this.
On July 19th, CrowdStrike, one of the largest endpoint security providers, issued an update to Windows servers globally that caused them to enter a crash loop, resulting in the infamous blue screen of death. CrowdStrike explained the issue was caused by a defect in a single content update for Windows hosts. The downstream impact of this bug resulted in one of the largest and broadest outages in history. That wraps up this edition of Security's Top 5 presented by Security Magazine. You can watch more videos on our site at securitymagazine.com/videos. You can learn more about all of the stories we covered today on our site at securitymagazine.com. Thanks for tuning in.